166. Welcome to the show.
Oh,
Hello.
Get your kicks. 166.
Yeah, you
Get your
guys.
kicks on 166. Yeah, we had a false start.
We recorded a lost episode that was a minute and a half long.
That was only 54 seconds for me, so even better.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I started saying something about Lightning McQueen. He used to be real.
Yeah.
Who is that?
The guy from
He
Cars.
was the car from Cars.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a horrible movie. It doesn't make any sense. Why are there cars but no people?
People love
Why
Cars.
are there cars?
They love that movie, though. I've only... For someone who's seen a lot of Pixar movies, I've only seen Cars once, probably, and never the sequel. And
Yeah, I watched it once in 8th grade. They showed it to us in 8th grade in the auditorium. I don't know why. They're a little old for that. We should have watched something cool like Jackass.
Dude, that just gave me a fucking memory, Alex. In elementary school, like 5th or 6th grade, they brought the whole class into the gymnasium, and we watched an Indiana Jones movie, but not the first one. I think it was the second one.
That's
'Cause
weird.
we had, like-
Someone just they had the DVD.
Well, it was like a movie day, like special thing. I forget what the occasion was, and I don't know why they picked like
At
the
least they could,
second
like-
Indiana Jones, but
At least they could like lie and say, "Oh, that's historic. There's historical value to this movie." There is.
yeah. Or maybe even what, because Raiders of the Lost Ark is when the Nazis get their face melted, right? When they open up the Ark of the Covenant.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
the first one.
that one
either
teaches you
way.
about the Bible.
Yeah, like I think there
About
might have
Noah.
been
Noah,
a permission slip that they had. My
Stop
parents had
talking
to
to the
sign
burning bush.
because like there was like Bible shit in it or inaccurate Bible shit.
yeah,
I don't
can't-
know.
I only remember the meme parts of that movie. The big
I
thing
also-
rolling at him, and
God was such a shithead to make people carry around the big stone tablets. The fact that they were stone tablets in the first place, like they had paper at that point. There was paper in Egypt, but they had to be these big stone tablets, and they had to carry it in a big golden box.
Well, it's
What an asshole!
The masonry union was strong back then, so they kind of just forced them into using brick.
the Ten
Yeah,
Commandments.
Masons were the kings of the
the
world.
Ten Commandments type tablets look like back bling. Fortnite.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Dr. Witness or skin.
The watching shit in school thing has just got me like spiraling now, because there was another point where we watched like one of those movies that's like the Bible, that's 3 hours long in class. And
Oh my god.
but I went to public school, and so like there's no like Catholic like whatever. And then that was another thing that we had to bring a permission slip home for. And if your parents didn't want you watching the Bible documentary, you got to sit in the library.
That's so weird.
Yeah, like what's the
Yeah, the
fucking
Bible has a
point?
lot of
Like,
cool
what are these
settings,
teachers
but the
doing?
problem is the story doesn't make sense at all. The characters don't make sense unless you make a ton of stuff up. It's like there was this guy, and then he went into the desert, and then a snake appeared, and he prayed to God, and then God told him to go somewhere else, and he went there, and it was awesome.
It makes more sense.
Then you have
for
to make that into an
VeggieTales.
hour, and it's like, yeah, you have to make it into a cartoon thing or like Rugrats. Like the Rugrats, they had enough creative liberty to make it kind of work, where you can kind of flesh out the characters and like have David or Noah or whoever say stuff that they wouldn't normally say. But if it's trying to be serious, it's like it just doesn't make sense. It's like, what is this?
Yeah, the Rugrats was doing like allegorical Bible stuff in their Nickelodeon show as like Jewish creators.
Yeah, that was my
Interesting.
first exposure to it.
It's kind of interesting. I love VeggieTales. It still holds up too. VeggieTales has some
I haven't gone
banger
back
songs.
and watched it.
Dude,
I never watched it the first time. I remember wanting to watch it when I was like 5. We didn't have it because we weren't a Christian family. But I think I remember asking my mom if we could get VeggieTales stuff.
It looked cool.
And she was like, no.
Somebody asked
Yeah,
me
I
for
did
a,
exact
just-
same thing.
It's a
Alex.
cool design. It looked like it was like from a PlayStation game or something.
somebody asked me for a playlist of all of my favorite like current Detroit rappers, and I threw on Larry Boy, the cucumber superhero song from VeggieTales. Larry Boy, groovin' Larry Boy. But you don't know it's that until it shuffles. 'Cause you think Larry Boy is just gonna be a rapper's name.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Anyway, they never asked me for a playlist again.
Is he from Detroit?
No, I actually don't know where he's from.
Well, that's bullshit then.
Larry,
I thought he was from Detroit.
wherever VeggieTales was made is where they're from, I suppose. Do you,
Larry the cucumber guy.
do you remember when I think they fired their social media person at some point, and while they were hiring the new one, they just locked the account.
Veggie Tales. Do they have an active Twitter? I wonder.
Yeah, I followed it for like 8 years now. They're very active. They post like seasonal stuff.
Now, are
40K followers.
Yeah.
Followed by M. Hud and Mike Lindell. Those are my mutuals with this.
Yeah. Same person.
Yeah, they're active. They're active today.
Yeah.
They post Psalms.
They're I always like VeggieTales, but VeggieTales shit just extracted the good parts of any Bible story. It made it like a good, the moral of the story. Here it is. We'll put it into a different. We'll make a twist on it. Plus, everything's a vegetable or fruit.
They make it into a cartoon.
Yeah.
I wonder where the Melanie and Matt guys fall on VeggieTales. Do they think it's like a psyop to like make kids eat phosphates or whatever?
No, it probably reminds them of. It probably gives them good memories.
I don't know.
They probably had to watch it while their parents were in church. They went to one of those churches.
Now that I think about it, those guys haven't talked about that too much.
Or did they all get into Jesus because they want to fuck Melanie? Some of them are like converts, like adult converts, so they might have never fucked with VeggieTales at all. You know what? We should show Moxtech VeggieTales now. He'd get a kick out of that. Big old goof.
Yeah, he might like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of those guys aren't on the carnivore diet anymore because she never talks about it. So I don't think they would even care.
Moxtech would sit there watching VeggieTales doing the #1 dumb kid thing, which is sucking your thumb with your hand fully open instead of with your fist closed. You know a kid's gonna be a little dumb shit when you see him doing that. They can't even close their fist while they're sucking their thumb.
Your thumb tastes good as fuck when you don't have an adult telling you it's nasty.
You don't have a bitch in your ear.
You have your bitch mom in your tongue.
Bitch mom.
Not to do it because your teeth will grow in not straight.
Fuck you, bitch mom.
Speaking of
AR-15,
I think. Go ahead.
Speaking of AR-15, he attracted the ire of the Brie Larson people.
I saw that.
They're like meaner than we are.
Oh yeah, we're nice.
They're vicious. Don't come for Brie.
He tried to use Zoomer talk too, and he failed so hard.
Meh. Even without her crap attitude, she's still a mid.
A mid.
A mid. And it got 58 quote tweets, and it's all Brie Larson people. Like Marvel fans, woke Marvel fans.
I'm
posting his picture.
I'm gonna DM that to AAVE struggle tweets. So you get laughed at by thousands of people.
You don't get to do that if you're racist. You don't get to say Riz and all that stuff.
Plus, she's got a gat.
The Rizist.
You should be saying forsooth and that kind of stuff.
AR-15. If you don't stop fucking with me, I'm gonna kick your gat. I'd kick his gat if I ever came across this mother effer for you, Melanie.
Melanie, I don't know what a gat is, but you are definitely one.
I'm about to open a can of whoop gat on this dumbass.
Melanie, can I riz you?
Can I riz you? Oh, fuck. Hey, Melanie turned, 41 today or whatever?
57. 37.
Yeah. And
only 37, huh?
He's only, she looks good. All the guys in replies kept they're all trying to one-up each other, getting lower and lower with I thought you were blah, blah, blah. Then finally one guy's like, I thought you were 19. Quit lying, man.
Yeah, I mean, she does look young. It's not that hard to look young when you're 37. Mm-hmm. You don't expect a 37-year-old to look old. And also, she hasn't had a job or done anything or left the house.
My favorite note about her birthday is her wanting to get her birthday dress adjusted or hemmed. And she's going to have her mom do it. The girl who's talking about we need to return to the womanly roles. Women should stay home and cook and sew. And she doesn't know how to do any of this shit. She talks about she's 37, so those are their parents. She's so trad. It's so cool.
Yeah, she's almost the perfect corollary to that. Like the guys who imagine their life with this beautiful marriage and their family and their cool farm where they're the Chad guy and they have their fields and they've got their pitchfork and all of their Chad face kids, but then they're just in their parents' house with zero plan to get out. And every time they get $20, they spend it on a Funko Pop. Like she's just doing that where she could be learning trad skills. She could be learning how to sew or cook or do any of this stuff, but she's just playing PlayStation games.
I'm scrolling the replies, looking at the blue checks, the different ones, like wishing her happy birthday. There's one saying that I think if you only make it in your mid-20s, and the account's called The Single Dad, and the ad is Rogue Nomad 2. I think she looks exactly 37. Now that I'm on her page, I think that tracks. God did a good job.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw a picture of her without makeup on, you would probably say, yeah, she looks about 37. Without makeup on, with a through the portrait filter, yeah, you could say whatever age, because it's a pretty short range.
Here's the truth. Here's the truth to me. If she had good views, I wouldn't say anything about her looks, and I certainly would make fun of her. But since she's a heinous bitch, she's a fugly hoe.
Yeah, I mean, her hair would still be really crunchy, even if she was leftist.
Yeah, I'm not trying to crunch it, though. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Your hair can be crunchy.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Justin Timberlake used to have crunchy hair, and people would say, oh, it looks like ramen. It looks like ramen. But he's famous.
Do what you want if you have good views, but if you start telling other people how to live their life, I'm going to tell you to wash your fucking nasty-ass haystack, disgusting fucking, looks like it's fake because it's so dirty hair. Ugh. She looks like
you can't be that judgmental.
Hair. Nasty.
I wish more guys that were replying to her had photos of themselves, because there's this guy who goes by English Peasant, blue check mark, and then he's got the Union Jack next to his name.
He's typing with his arms in the stocks.
and the profile picture is a Knights Templar kind of kneeling down with his sword, and the bio says "down to earth, pure blood."
Actual white
with a blood emoji. Then hates everything woke with a middle finger emoji. Then WEF, which I believe is World Economic Forum, with a middle finger emoji.
Ooh.
COVID and celebrity politician child trafficking with a pissed off and barfing emoji.
Child trafficking makes me barf.
Put that in your bio. I hate when kids get kidnapped for really bad purposes, and
I hate when they get kidnapped for naughty reasons.
Yeah,
I hate when perverts do something naughty to kids.
Oh, fuck child! Just anyone want to buy my fuck child traffickers shirt?
Yeah, those guys are awesome. Like you can't. It really is like the tweet with I don't traffic people shirt.
From our friend Mike Ginn.
Yeah, begging questions about the shirt. I forget what it is exactly, but they're the type of guys that you would expect to be taking kids off the street. Like guys dressed like that, wearing like Daily Wire merchandise with a fanny pack. And like the big neck beard and the greasy, stringy, long hair and all that shit. Like they're the people expected to do that. So they shouldn't be talking about child sex stuff all day long. Like they shouldn't be bringing that up.
Whenever I post like those 4 Facebook guys at a time, just the 4 randoms, it always looks like kidnappers, just like professional kidnappers. Yeah, just being a general nuisance. Which child's yours? I haven't decided.
The pureblood English peasant who gets so pissed off and hates everything woke. The actual birthday, like happy birthday thing says, I keep having to check my Facebook to remind me of my age. Cry laugh 38.
Fuck.
That's weird.
Why would you have to look at Facebook to remember how old you are, you dumb fuck?
Do you know what?
You don't know your birthday?
No,
like you don't have to.
I will say, ever since I've been in my 30s and I have friends in my 30s, people forget their age all the time. They think they're either a year younger or a year older constantly, and it's really funny.
Yeah, it stops mattering really. Like I sometimes
think that's more of what it is. You're just like I
sometimes think I'm 31. Like the other day, I thought I was 31, and I'm not.
I'm not.
Like, I'm not 31 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I round up a lot as it gets like closer to my birthday.
Yeah.
Like it just
doesn't matter.
It truly doesn't matter. It makes you sound like a fucking third grader being like, I'm 8.5. No one cares.
Like what is there now? Like you've got 25 is when you can rent a car. 21 is when you can drink, obviously.
That's so Cole Campbell. I'm 29.5 years old.
I guess 35 you can be president.
Yeah.
I said this when we were streaming Fortnite the other day, but we were talking to Ben from Eat Chain, and I'm talking. I was sending him pictures of Cole Campbell, and he said that Cole Campbell talks like BB doing a Trump impression. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, he's like a braggart like Trump. He knows all the stwippos. All the stwippos know my name. All the
Earlier
women
in the week, he was
Miss USA. They know my name. They want to fuck me for my fame.
Like last week, he was saying that he is going to start a lingerie brand, and that he also wants to get a camera so he can really start focusing on his OnlyFans, and that also he might go work on the rigs to make serious bands. Man's
Why
got
not?
his hand in a lot of pockets.
Why not all three?
Yeah, mostly his mom's and his dad's.
You should. Fuck, that's so good. Please go to the rigs.
Yeah, the
God,
wigs.
It'd be the.
Oh man, he'd
It'd be
get
the-
so bullied.
It'd be the fucking. It'd be the scene
If
from
he-
Zoolander where he shows up to work with his dad and brother in the mine. He's doing
Like
his,
he
like,
would tell
strut.
people, I'm going to go work on the wigs. And people would say, work on the wigs. And they would think he was working at a salon or something.
Fuck. Going up to Fort Mac. God,
Work on the wigs.
be so cool.
Yeah, the idea that you're going to pay for a camera and then you're going to make the money back by having OnlyFans girls pay you
Yeah,
to
so
take pictures of them. Like, that's not even really a thing anymore, is it?
so basically, I'm thinking about being a wiggle for a couple years, making some good dosh, and then I'm thinking about moving to Cam Whoops.
Telling people he's going to be a wiggo. What do you mean, Cole? Well, you kind of are, aren't you?
Oh, wig pig.
Aren't you wearing a Zoo York shirt? Like,
I'm moving to Cam Whoops or Kiwona.
Kiwona.
oh, he's the man.
Quan book.
But you can maybe get money to be like a wedding photographer, but stuff with OnlyFans, like one, people usually want to be private about that. They don't want to be like hitting up a local guy to do it. And also everybody has a phone.
Oh no, the OnlyFans is like it's the cameras to film him fucking. I assume.
He's going to fuck the women.
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I
He's
figured he
had
was
an
going to like
OnlyFans
advertise on
forever,
Craigslist.
I think it's one of those things where like it's like a free one, and then, but I don't know what the
He's
content
the perfect
is.
guy to post his penis on there one time. Someone pays like the $20.99 to see it, and then it's in all the comments of every tweet forever.
Yeah, that's a slippery.
Yeah,
slope.
it has to be very cheap. Even free, it's like I don't want to make an account.
No.
Like I
to
don't
see
like
Cole Campbell naked. You wouldn't
no.
want to put your,
Like I don't know. I don't want to.
You want to fuck him for his fame?
I want to fuck him for his fame. If I made out with him, people would think it was like an island boy incest thing. Yeah, I'm making out with my fat older brother. It's my older brother who he came out a little stupid. He got kicked by a horse, and he got really, really fat. And we're gonna make out.
The Bubble Butt Baddie Empire, just you and him
It's just me and him.
doing the butt mash.
That would be awesome to live in that house, living in the basement, having like a similar room with the lights everywhere, but it's in the basement. He's in the attic.
They did the island mash. It was a bi bro smash.
Well, wasn't that one of his things that he was moving into the basement so he could like dance around more? I remember that being a cool storyline from like 6 months back.
I mean, that sounds like me when I was a fat teen. I love DDR, but my parents would be like, "You got to go to the basement with that."
Yeah, DDO. I wonder if he ever
DDO.
did that.
He had to have. He's
Oh,
so
he would kill it.
Bro, he looks like he's on a DDR pad all the time. Anyway, you could Photoshop one into any of his videos. He's right there.
Yeah, he's living the dream. Yeah,
dream.
he's like the perfect guy to have that body type, and then you tell your parents, "I'm thinking of exercising," and they're like, "Oh, that's great, you're exercising." And you say, "Oh, well, I'm doing this dance thing." "Oh, okay, it's like a dance pad, and I have to put it in the floor in my room." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And then the next day, it's like,
Speaking of living the dream, we should start telling Cole Campbell in his comments that he should become like a masked content creator like Ranboo Dweem, yeah. He wears a mask all the time. I just want to see what he'd pick. You know, it'd be one of those bejeweled COVID mask looking ones that ties around the back of his head. Oh,
Nah, it'd be
good.
like a masquerade ball mask so he can show off his big beard.
Yeah, this guy walks up to you. It's like fucking 4'9" with his big ass hair and his huge ass, and he's like, "Oh, hello, great to see you tonight. I'm mysterious." So, wow, who is this? You're talking to him like he's your kid. Ooh, I don't know who this is. That's why you didn't see nothing here. Fuck.
it would be cool if Dream did his face reveal and it was a picture of Cole Campbell. That's what he should have done. He should have gotten a picture of a guy like that.
Devin
That's honestly what.
Paid Devin
If he had
Sweeney to
done
sit in
like a
his
series
setup.
of fake face
What's
reveals,
up, everybody? It's me, Dream. And just having Devin sitting in his setup so everyone believes it.
that would have been the move, I think.
That'd have been
Keep
great.
doing fake face reveals, and then maybe he's one of the real ones.
He could pay me
And
to
people
find
have
him.
to guess who it is.
He could pay me to find him guys, man. It'd be awesome.
But I guess he's a Gwuma.
Yeah, what's the deal? What's the latest with Dream?
He tried to be like, well, this one guy was just making posts about him probably while he was drunk again and being like, we hung out and Dream was a weirdo, blah, blah, blah. And Dream's like, you don't even remember that night, you were drunk. And everybody's like, wasn't he 20? Why were you buying him alcohol?
Well, he was only like 23. That's the weird thing.
This
Like,
was only
all
2
this
months
stuff
ago.
is
People
about,
act like it was like years ago.
These are still pretty young people. They are adults, but
Yeah.
they're also kind of coddled in a way.
Minecraft drama.
Like people who graduated from high school and they didn't go to college because they were big YouTubers.
Fuck.
YouTubers and streamers.
Yeah, I mean, they miss some formative years, and the only feedback they get is from children, from their audience, which is always good.
But he did cheat at Minecraft. He didn't have to do that. And he
Um,
also didn't have to, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of it is just the weird drama that pops up when you spend too much time online, like in really insular communities, getting too real
absolutely.
with people and like getting too emotionally codependent on online people, and then like you stop being friends with someone and then they like post all your links or all your screenshots and shit, and it's
That's
like
so weird.
like Tumblr drama would be like. A lot of people are like that now. That's a more common thing as people live online more,
Yeah.
where you have friend breakups and you spill each other's shit out, and
That's so
that's just
strange,
kind of how
though.
it works. But
If
you
I
shouldn't do that if you're like a big YouTuber. You should try to avoid that as much as possible.
You shouldn't treat
How does a
people
friend
like that anyway.
breakup work?
I don't know. I
It's
saw
when-
that phrase earlier today.
It's when they say, my girlfriend really hates you. She thinks you suck and you're a bad influence, so I gotta stop hanging out with you.
It's like
Yeah.
a TikTok trend, I think.
That break my heart, dude.
You wouldn't let it happen, dude.
Yeah, I can't even. Like, what would that even be about?
I don't know.
The end of a close friendship can be as painful as a divorce.
Ooh. Was that written by the
Rand-
guy that invited all his people to the party and they didn't show up? That was a great one.
Okay, Quora from 2016. What are the worst friendship breakups? Anything good?
Probably Varg and Euronymous.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
One of the worst friend breakups of all time.
Ooh, that is a good one. Good friend breakups.
The Beatles,
Yeah,
Hassan and Hee, or
Yeah.
are they friends now?
I think they're still friends. I don't know if they're
Probably
doing that
not doing content right now, I assume, together.
much- Yeah, I
There's
think
probably
that's-
some tension.
That's what's going on right now. There's something going on. I don't know.
I mean, his wife is Israeli, so like
Yeah,
he can't. There's things that he
he's
just
a-
can't say.
he's a dual citizen. Ethan is.
Oh, he's got dual loyalty.
He's got Israeli citizenship. I think through marriage, not through having it through her. But I think technically that makes him one too. Yeah, so
Well,
they're
it's
not.
good he's not over there fighting. You should give him credit for that. Like they could be over there shooting people, I guess.
He's in a weird position for sure, but I think he's been pretty generous with his appraisal of most shit. Not
You know
all,
what?
though.
I think all Israelis should be over here streaming.
Ethan also does that thing where he speaks
All
like
of them.
pragmatically as somebody who's been to Israel and knows Israelis, so he's speaking as how they, which he reiterates a lot, but people still clip him really out of context, I think. Because he'll speak pragmatically like, you cannot convince them of a two-state solution. It's not going to happen ever, that sort of thing. And it's not what he believes. It's what
Mm.
he's saying that they believe, but a lot of that shit gets posted really out of context, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I'm ever gonna do is like look up his thoughts on the
Yeah,
conflict
I
in
don't
my
know.
spare time. I
No.
just
He's the guy
I
who
saw
made
it
the
being
vape
nasty
video.
to Frogan or something, and
Yeah,
like retweets. So
he was definitely horrible to her, just shitty. He has a way bigger audience than her, and
mhm.
I don't know. It's a fucked up thing to do. Put a Muslim woman on the spot like that, anyway.
Yeah, she gets a
Totally.
lot of shit,
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
but she also knows how to roll with it.
She's been getting hate rated from Kick, and like, what do you even do about that?
Ugh.
They're not doing it from Twitch, you know.
Yeah, so it's not like you can get like fucking Twitch involved to
Yep.
fucking.
But I told
Ugh.
her what I always tell people: don't worry. One day, all those Kick streamers are gonna wake up and their fucking platform's gonna be offline because the casino yoinked it. They'll be like, you see,
God,
dude, all those fucking all crypto shit's gonna eventually get somebody prying into their business, and they're gonna have to clamp down and stop doing what they're doing and just try to get away with as much money as they can.
Yeah, the smart people are going to get out before the government starts looking. They're not going to be like
Well, that's the thing.
SBF. And
That dumbass Australian that owns it probably won't. Tifu's back. He was live today for the first time. Yo, Tifu.
Yeah, no,
if
he.
they gave him a deal, he should take the deal.
He did.
Tfue made a. For anyone that doesn't know, Fortnite streamer. Well, I guess like overall gamer streamer Tfue. He had a really emotional farewell from streaming. Like not even 6 months ago.
It was on my birthday, actually, June 20th. I remember it
There
ruined
you
my
go.
shit. I was fucking
that's-
crying.
That fucking sucks.
I canceled
But
dinner.
he was just getting burned. Apparently, his Twitch contract, he had to stream 300 hours a month, which is insane.
So 10 hours a day?
Basically, yeah.
So, okay, so I would do that for like, how much was it?
I don't know
Was
if
there a
like
number?
the number was ever publicly released. Tfue Twitch contract. Seems like he's got fucked up by quite a few contracts.
It would have to be a lot of money. It would have to be at least 6 figures.
Seems like he has this dumbass Florida man dad reading his contracts.
Yeah.
All I know is, it sounds like he took whatever, like the very top max. I don't know how any of it works, but he's an idiot for signing anything that says he has to work 300 hours a month. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has to be so much
That
money,
is-
and you
that's
also
like
have
what
to
a-
have like you have to have stimulants like the Kick guys.
It's like what a no life or WoW streamer does, but even that's like kind of different. Fortnite, you actually have to put a little bit of WoW. You could just kind of grind. I don't know. Strange.
Yeah, Fortnite you're expected to be good if you're
I've
playing
seen a
it.
lot of WoW streamers do those kind of hours, with no problem. But I feel like, I don't know.
Too
Playing at
long
that
of a
level-
time.
Playing that level of any sort of game like he does would fucking exhaust you playing that much.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you would
But
just start
he-
being bad at the game, and then no one would want to watch it because
Even
you suck.
with stimulants, or you would just start like grinding your teeth and shit.
Yeah,
he-
you have to crash at some point. It's just not worth it. You would never want to stream that much, and it wouldn't be good content unless you're trying to kill somebody.
He announced his comeback though. He did like this video. It was a pretty good video. He was like on the beach and he like jumps out of the sand like a zombie kind of, and he like walks in and he jumps through the window of his room, which was like kind of a bit before like Mr. Beast came to his window and like gave him money and shit. And then he puts on a Kick hat and says that he's going to be on Kick. So they must have really fucking like, parked a truck of money outside his house. But his first stream wasn't even like gaming. It was him on the beach giving away free money. And I guess kind of Mr. Beast shit. But I follow him on Instagram, and he reshared a proud dad, a Discord dad that tagged his son and was like, "Thanks so much, Tfue. We got $84." And it's like the kid holding up all these bills.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
I mean, hey, $84, not bad.
Yeah,
Welcome
I've
back,
always said people should throw money out of a helicopter more often.
welcome back,
Mhm.
Turner. No, they should do it on the highway. It's always the funniest.
Yeah, dumping a trash bag of $1 bills
It's just
off
like
the
when
highway.
one of those like the armored vehicles get into a car accident and there's bills on the freeway and people are on the don't go on the fucking freeway, dumbasses.
You know what the worst thing would be? Dumping out like Monopoly money or movie money on the highway.
Some low
Like realistic looking movie money, you're dumping out a box of it, and like people start swerving and crashing and shit.
Bro,
and they get
that-
out, and it's
That's
like,
exactly
oh,
what would happen.
no. Yeah,
Too.
that's
Oh
what
my
Mr.
God.
Beast does. I heard. I
Yep.
heard he gives out movie money.
Did you see his latest stunt, Alex?
No, what was it?
He buried himself alive for 7 days.
What?
Yeah, he's in a coffin with oxygen and shit.
That
Really?
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So
Why
he's
would you
just
do that?
doing like Chris Angel shit.
Yeah, but it was like a luxurious coffin, you know what I mean? He couldn't really sit up all the way in it, but he sort of could. He just couldn't stand up in it though. It was pretty like nice though.
So it was
Anything
like a
else?
Japanese hotel.
Yeah, and I think he had like movies and shit to watch. but he just tried to
that's
sleep
not
a
so
lot.
bad.
Yeah, it's like those coffins they make for paranoid people where they can put a TV show playing, like in case you wake up.
The worst part, and where he almost freaked out, and you could tell it was like where he almost cracked and was like, "Fuck this," was when they dumped like because it was like a glass coffin too, where you could see the dirt and shit. And when they dumped the big load from the bulldozer on top, and like the coffin braced, he was like, Yeah,
That's shitty.
He didn't like that.
And like, I assume he brought like a bunch of like granola bars and stuff.
Yeah.
He brought a bunch of Mr. Beast burgers and he had a microwave in his.
Wait, how long was he down there?
Feastable, 7 days.
7 days, so he must have shit.
Yeah, I don't actually. I'm sure he covered it in the video, but I wasn't watching.
There should be a hole in the bottom of the coffin, I think.
Yeah.
But then you would have to dig under. You would have to dig. You'd have to dig a latrine under the coffin.
Oh, I pooped so much it's coming back into the hole and there's bugs crawling through it.
The ants like it. The ants like it because I was eating Mr. Beast chocolate bars.
It just tastes so good. Fuck, that'd be great if he can only have his friends like their products. He's eating like Pokimane's cookies and drinking Primes.
Oh, that shit was so funny.
Those cookies are
the Pokimane cookies thing. It's like that is the kind of thing you can only get mad at if you are 12.
I know.
If you are older than 12
and
you're mad at like e-girls for having expensive cookies instead of just saying, I'm not going to buy that. Like I don't buy like
Dude, it's $28 and but there's 4 bags of cookies in there. So it's like 6 something a bag or whatever. And everyone's freaking out. But then she made it worse because she was just like streaming and talking to her community, which obviously don't give a fuck. And she was like, oh, $7 a bag of cookies too much for you? You're broke. And it's just like a joke. She's like playing Valorant or something. Everybody's like, oh,
yeah, she's being ironic in her community.
Ah! Dude, there are people that I'm mutuals with that have been like, I don't know how big streamers just alienate their audiences like this. It's like, oh my God, that's not what she's doing, dog. But all right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like probably not a great business, but it's also like if someone clipped us saying thanks for the leftist Prime.
Yeah,
and said like they think it's leftist to give money to Amazon.
I'm pretty sure she also just gave like $50K to Palestine during that fundraiser, and I don't think any of the other big content creators did that besides the man Hassan.
Yeah, one of the most famous Muslims in America.
In fact, I don't think many people would do that just because it would make them too brand risky. Like big streamers, they would not make a giant donation to Palestine like a week after everything started popping off. So
yeah, it's like way more convenient to like.
I feel like I'm always defending Pokimane on this podcast.
Yeah, if all you care about is money, you are not going to be pro-Palestine.
I mostly just cringe. The guys that focus on Pokimane, especially somebody who actually plays video games and doesn't sit there like dressed all like in a bikini and shit. She's sitting there playing Valorant for like 12 hours a stream. Like. She doesn't. That's all she does. She does everything these guys want her to do. She turned off the fucking donation button on her own stream. People can sub and that's it. Like, she's done all this shit and people are still so mad at her.
It's just too enticing. It gets too many clicks.
But it reminds me of adult guys who still in like 2016 were like, Justin Bieber is fucking gay. Fuck this Despacito song.
Yeah, it's like
I'd
that.
like it if it wasn't that gay guy singing it.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, people get big enough that it's just stupid to hate them a lot, like Mr. Beast or even Hassan at this point, or Pokimane or Amaranth. Like, if you're obsessively hating on them, like, it's just so lame.
You're just a loser. You're a loser. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you gotta hate small
it is kind of
YouTube
fun,
creators.
Ooh, something I want to tell you guys about because it's so weird, and it's just something that's not in my scope. I've never seen anything like it. I always talk about the TikTok creators that have tons of millions of followers, but it doesn't really translate to Twitch numbers. Mm-hmm. There's one guy that proved me wrong that I noticed, and he's this great big fat guy. He's like this like big old Southern guy. I don't think he's that old, but he kind of looks old because he's like rocking the fat balding guy with a beard, but he's probably only like in his early 20s. His name is Kate. He goes by Caseoh, Caseoh, and he's like Queso _ his TikTok, but he's like millions of followers. And he goes live on Twitch and has like 35,000 viewers, which is really good.
Damn, good for him.
But then I go on his stream. Like I clicked on a stream that you could pin your. These TikTok kids are loving the being able to pin your bit donos now, because it like the bigger you can pin your dono now, and it stays up for like depending on how many bits got donated. And these fucking obvious children in his chat, over and over, 50,000 bits, 100,000 bits.
Woo!
It's like, holy fuck. He's just sitting there. He was only live for like an hour straight, and he probably made like $30,000, $40,000 off donations. And then you read the messages, and it's all shit like, "Hey, Case, I love you. All of your memes in your voice has become one of my auditory stims. I love you so much." And it's just these autistic kids donating like thousands of dollars to him. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh,
And
there's going to be some pissed off moms later.
And he's just sitting there watching TikToks and like vaping and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Pretty good gig.
That's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Why don't they do that for us?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Does anyone
What's
want
the
some
problem?
auditory stims? I'll say whatever.
Yeah, this is auditory stims that we're doing right now.
Yep. That was bizarre, though. Good for that guy. Don't really know anything about him, though. If he sucks, fuck him. But if he's good, then
But
good
if he's
for him.
cool, that's what's up.
Like, for such a big community, they were, like, largely positive, and there was no hateful weirdos in there or anything. For somebody that came from TikTok, that's not that bad. But
Yeah, good for that guy.
It seems that his audience is purely kids who really lean into being neurodivergent, and they're 14 and have too much money. Or their parents have too much money.
Yeah, sometimes I think about that,
I would
about
be guilty.
how
That's all I'm saying.
I was just a little bit too old to think about mental illness and neurodivergence in those terms.
Yeah, if you're like 4 years younger, you probably would have heard a lot more about it. Or a teacher would have been like, "Alex, are you autistic?
Yeah, or
Have
I
you
would have
ever
been.
heard
I
of autism?"
I probably would have had some diagnoses by now, and like I don't know if it would have been helpful or not because like I don't know.
The only public school I had exposure to was like the Air Force schooling, and one of those schools is in Southern Illinois, and all my teachers were like 94 years old, so they knew about none of that shit. If there was like a sort of autistic kid, they'd just be like, "Well, he was born a little soft boiled." They don't.
Yeah, it's changed really fast. I think.
Yeah, it really did, which is good.
Yeah, it's good, but like I
couldn't
do think
imagine
about how fast it
before
switched
there was
up.
a word for it, or I know it's still like such a hard thing to grasp, but before there was even a word for autism, I couldn't imagine being a parent of an autistic kid. And half the people you come across are like, "You need to get that kid exercised." Like, no, I'm not. You need.
Yeah,
It's crazy. That's literally. I guarantee
especially
you that's
before
what so
trains.
many. I get so
Before
many
trains
possessions.
came out, what would they go to look at? Horses?
I guarantee that's what so many people thought their kid was possessed. That's what it really was. They're just like nonverbal autistic. So sad.
I get him an exorcism.
I've seen an exorcism, like a real life one, and I'm pretty sure it was just an autistic kid.
My
This
kid
girl.
keeps memorizing shit.
Yeah, like I forget where I saw it now. It probably was like a Josiah Hughes like post of a Facebook thing, but it was like, how much money would you have? And it was like for Christian stuff, and it was like $5 baptized, like like $100 sucked a dick, and then one of them was like seeing a demon get exorcised.
Wait a
Ooh.
minute, you get
I've been
money
rich
for
off
sucking a
that.
dick?
Well, no. You've seen those ones before. It's like, how big of a slut are you? Like, if you have
okay.
over $900, and it's like, eat an ass, sucked a dick, ate a pussy,
Is this
had sex
recent?
in public, jacked off.
Those are like
I don't
people
even know
post-
if it was Josiah. It's just like a type of thing. I feel like I
Yeah,
would
it
see
seems
on
like
his
something
feed.
he would post. I'm just scrolling through.
Yeah, those sex checklists. I first remember those popping up on like MySpace bulletins.
Yeah, you would fill him in and repost
I would
him.
I'd fill in all of them and repost it. Damn.
Yeah, you're like 12. Like, wait a minute.
I was like 14. I'm like, I've never had a threesome, but I've had an orgy.
Well, yes, I have hung out with my uncle, so check.
So epic.
I remember watching a story on the news when I was a kid about this bracelet, the sex party bracelets. You guys see this?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like different colored bracelets,
Blue
and then
man
you'd have to
anal.
go up, and if you broke one of the bracelets, yeah, you'd have to have like fucking anal sex in the closet.
Straight
I remember
people don't
being
do
like
that
fucking
shit.
12, thinking, you know what? I don't think this is real. I
Straight
don't think
people
they're
don't.
doing this.
Only gay people do stuff like that, where there's actually like a thing where if you have a red handkerchief, it means you want to get peed on. Or probably yellow. I assume it's yellow.
Yeah, Mayor Pete's still doing that.
That's the only
Crazy.
time it's real. With straight people, it's always fake.
So stupid. Oh god. That's
Yeah,
so
like
awesome.
rainbow parties, the thing where like you would put like girls would wear different color lipstick and they would all suck some guy's dick. And they'll be talking about like 16-year-olds, like the idea that like a guy could get his dick sucked and like not come in 2 seconds,
I was
and
about
also
to say that.
do it like enough, like he could last long enough to have multiple girls and shit. Like I don't think so.
The way 16-year-olds that never had sex talked about sex, I thought there's gonna be a lot more butt fucking involved in being a teen.
Yeah, and
Keep in
boofing.
mind I was straight, so didn't really come across it too much. But I also knew that couple, and I believe them just because of who they are. They dated for like 6 or 7 years before they got married and claimed to only have done anal because they're Catholic.
Yeah, I went to high school with a girl like that. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it's so crazy.
Well, yeah, 'cause it's not like God's up there in heaven watching, like, you got me.
Wrong hole. You're going to hell. So funny. God checks. This is crazy.
I think what
That guy probably just loved anal. He's like, no, we gotta not sin. Come on.
I'm on the bottom diet because I'm Catholic.
I remembered. I thought it was a stand-up bit, but it was just something that Adam Carolla said on Loveline once about that, which was, do you think God God's looking up there in heaven, being like, he was talking about fingering, and he was like, you got a beer in one hand and a pussy in the other. He's like, good job. At least you're not having sex.
True. That is how people, Catholics especially, they love the fucking like technicalities. Like, if you don't go to mass, if you go to mass on Saturday morning, because they have the daily mass on Saturday morning at 9 a.m., that doesn't count for your Sunday obligation because it's not the eve. You have to go after 4 p.m. on Saturday for it to count. It's so like funny, like some Cinderella shit.
Man, that's stupid.
Yeah, it did kind of keep people in line a little bit. Like it was nice when they had all the holidays back in the medieval days, where every day there would be some sort of saint's day and a festival.
Yeah.
There was always something to look forward to, as like the thing that kept time for the world when there wasn't like you didn't have a watch or a calendar, like the church bells would ring and you would know what time it is.
That's perfect.
But now it's stupid. It's like you could just watch it on TV. Who cares?
Yep.
They have a Christian channel. Why can't I just watch that? Why can't I watch Mother Angelica?
Because she is dead.
That's true. They still play it though.
Yeah, they play her late syndicated episodes when she was missing the eye, so she had the patch on. I tell you about the Lord.
Yeah, she was a pirate.
Mm-hmm.
I turned that on in a hotel once. It was on that channel on the TV.
EWTN. I've been there.
Yeah,
in Alabama.
EWTN.
I've been to the studios.
And she
We
was
didn't
on
watch
there
anything,
talking
though.
about how Halloween is sinful. And you shouldn't let your kids go trick-or-treating.
Oh,
Like,
God.
man. And that was kind of retro, but now that's kind of back.
I'm pretty sure that we were supposed to be on, like, her show or, like, in the audience when I was a kid. And we were on, like, a road trip through, like, Louisiana and shit. We stopped there in Alabama. And I'm pretty sure we were supposed to be on a show or a filming of something. I don't even know if she was active at the time. I think she was, like, sick or something. But she's old. And, but we were supposed to be on something for their channel. And I think they saw our family and just thought we were, like, bad. We were a big Catholic family. We were bad kids. And they're like, no. These kids are going to sit there whispering to each other and shit and making
Slingshots in your back pockets.
bunny ears.
That little blonde boy's gonna moon us.
Yep. Hey.
Yeah.
Don't let him
That
wear
kid's
sweatpants.
got sweatpants. No sweatpants on
For a
him.
reminder to the viewers, we used to live when we lived in Davisburg, Michigan. We lived at the top of the hill, and during rush hour, my brother Andrew, would be wearing sweatpants, and he would moon all the cars coming by. Every now and then, he'd get someone to honk too. Like, do you like it, dude?
Yeah, are you mad or are you like...
You mad or you like it? Keep driving.
Fuck.
So anyway,
You like chase the guy down? I thought it was a woman.
I'm pretty sure our neighbor, who was a former linebacker coach for Eastern Michigan, he came up the hill and was like, "Your boy's showing his ass again to the world." And my parents grounded him from sweatpants for like 45 days. He had to only wear jeans or some other like khakis or something.
Grounded
They're
from sweatpants.
Harder to moon people in. That
You have
wouldn't
to
work
wear
for
a
me.
belt.
That wouldn't work for me because I would have my Lee pipes I was holding up. I'd be like, "Shit, I'm mooning everybody anyway."
Well, sweatpants don't have a fly, but jeans have a fly. So it makes it easier to take your dick out.
Jeans are fly. Yeah, true.
They are pretty fly. That's why they call it that.
Mm-hmm. Man, I hated that song so much when it came out. Pretty fly for a white guy.
Oh, yeah. The Offspring
it's
is
reverse racism.
one of my least favorite bands, I think.
Yeah.
Every
and
time I hear an
nothing
Offspring
really-
song, I want to turn it off.
I mean, they do irritate me, just their sound, if I really think about it. But it was more so just kids I knew singing that song. Give it to me, baby. Fuck you, you little dickhead. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. That's like a dickhead kid doing flips on your trampoline song.
Absolutely.
Oh,
The thing that's most annoying about that band is that people always bring up that the singer went to college for science.
Hey, he's a
Like
chemist.
he's a genius. So why aren't his songs smarter? Why are his songs so fucking stupid?
I don't practice. Oh wait,
Maybe you should have gone to school for music if you wanted to go to university.
yeah,
Shit.
Yeah.
he should have gone to Berkeley.
Mm-hmm.
Like Flea did. Flea was like, yeah, I'm going to music school and studying classical music. And then on their next album, it just sounds the same. It's like, boom, ba-da, boom, boom, ba-da, boom, ba-da, boom, boom.
Not even his job. Oh fuck, dude.
You guys
speaking
gonna
of
do
that,
any? Oh, go for it.
do you know? Speaking of crazy celebrities going back to school or whatever. Well, this is just where he went, but I was watching old Fred Armisen, different skits he was in the other day 'cause I love him, and I was like, where's he from exactly? And his real name, that's shortened to Fred, is Feridun, Feryydun, but I didn't realize he's let me find it. His mom is named Hildegard Mirabal Lavelle, and she's from Venezuela.
Huh.
And his dad, Feridun Herbert Fred Armisen, who worked for IBM, was born in Lower Saxony, Germany, to a mother and a Korean-born father. And his grandpa was Korean, but he faked being Japanese for most of his life after a massacre where he was hiding his identity or something. Yeah, crazy though. Anyway, Fred Armisen went to the same school as him, which is the Tokyo Imperial University.
Crazy.
That's so weird.
It's really
Yeah, Fred Armisen is a
wild
strange
resume.
race, I think.
That's why he's played every race as well. He
He
played
has a strange
Obama.
race.
Obama.
He's done a lot of races that are not, he probably shouldn't
Not
do.
his.
Let's see.
Yeah. Also didn't realize
Same
he was
with
married-
Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider does, like, he does Hispanic and Asian caricatures because he's a quarter Filipino.
Mhm.
And like, I don't know if that's okay or not. I don't know.
I didn't realize Fred Armisen was married to Elizabeth Moss, Peggy from Mad Men, for 2 years, like right when Mad Men started. I didn't know.
I heard he was a bad boyfriend.
No,
believe
that
that.
was Aziz Ansari. You're thinking of a different guy. I
guys
forgot about
planning
all the
on
Me
doing
Too's.
any-
Dang it. Sorry, go ahead.
Are you guys planning on doing any Black Friday shopping?
Mm-mm.
Maybe I'll look at Amazon. I don't know. I can't remember the last time. No, actually, I bought my video card on Black Friday.
There's good
got it, like,
deals if you
30% off. Yeah, it would have to be a specific thing. A lot of it is shitty appliances that you wouldn't need anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm seeing deals for like things that I would like, but it's also just like stuff that I don't need. There's really stupid guy purchases. Like there's that blender that makes ice cream.
No.
There's is like the Ninja Coolie or something.
Oh, yeah. I heard
And
of those.
yeah, no, my friend got one and they're making like really good looking ice cream.
Is that what it's called?
They were- something like that? The Ninja ice cream maker.
Isn't Cooley a slur?
Yeah, Ninja Coolies. Yeah, that's a character I wrote.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
the
really
Ninja Creamy.
That's a character I used to do that I couldn't do anymore because it's racist.
Wait, is it a slur? What's a slur for?
It was like the Chinese guys who worked on the trains.
Yeah, that's right.
No,
On the
there's an
railroad.
NHL player called Logan Cooley.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
don't call him that. Call him Logan C-word.
Logan C-word. Yeah, Logan cunt.
Logan
Uncle
Cracker.
K-word.
But I'm like,
Uncle K-word.
okay, so
Uncle
it's
K-word.
the ice cream blender. And it also makes frozen drinks, frozen yogurts, basically any sort of frozen ice cream like thing you can make. You just freeze it and then you fucking put it in the blender and it blends it and it seems to work really good. But it's $250. $50 off for Black Friday. So then it's $200. But then I'm still spending $200 on a fucking blender that can only make goddamn ice cream.
Hold on, I just found one for $20 and it's just called the Ninja Coolie. They only made 3 of them. They're misprints.
But that's also like, how many pints of Ben and Jerry's would you have to get to make it worth your while? Like
That's true.
25
A lot.
or something? Because Ben and Jerry's is like $7.50
like-
a pint.
Did you know I was laughing about the other day? Ben and Jerry's is Joshua Jerry's grandpa's. They're from Vermont, dude. Right by
It
him.
could be.
Yep.
It could be.
Joshua and Ben and Jerry. Holy fuck, this is dream, dude. Oh, I don't really like this. I don't really get what this means. He doesn't get any of the puns. It's
Did
called
he get his
Cherry
mouth
Garcia.
fixed yet?
No.
No, he ate through the pain.
Nice.
I heard Cherry Garcia. They have a little piece of Jerry Garcia's hair in every one of those. A little bit of his beard.
Don't think it's gross. Though. It's not gonna get stuck in your throat. It's a little splinter.
Yeah, it's like they ground it up.
It's stubble. It's so gross.
Yeah, it's like when you shave with like an electric shaver, but it's only been a few hours, so it's just this fine dust. It's like that.
You'll never find it. Don't worry. It's so gross.
Yeah, he didn't know they did it. It was after he died.
Company should say that. Just come out and be like, we've put this in our. It's for authenticity. Cherry Garcia really has Jerry Garcia in it. No, don't worry. You can't taste him.
Americone Dream actually has a little piece of Stephen Colbert's semen.
Oh, wow. I don't really get what Americone Dreams. They should call it American Dream. That'd be Joshua Jerry.
That's a good flavor.
Americone Dreams, they spelled it wrong.
This Joshua Jerry reviewing all Ben and Jerry's, correcting all the puns. They should have called this Jerry Garcia.
What do they call the Americone Dream in Canada? It's got a different one named like Canadian Cone.
It's got to be Conadian, right?
It's called Skip the Cone.
Oh, yeah, Conadian. Ben Jerry's. Not comedian. God damn it. Ben Jerry's Cone. That's just showing me
Is there a guy named Ben
Jerry's? Ben Jerry Canada.
He searched Ben and Jerry comedian.
Oh, it's called O Conada.
Oh, Conada. Fuck, that's so good. You know
Good flavor.
You know what the Americone Dream used to be called? The Cone Bear Rapport.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
we're in an Americone nightmare right now.
Americone. He's like Vince.
We're in an Americone nightmare.
Oh, a Coney Americone nightmare.
We're in an Americone nightmare.
Oh, God.
We had a YouTube comment earlier this week that said they were like, it was in a Vince video. Like, I think it was this video broke Tom from it. Anyways, they're like, big time listener of the podcast, and watching this is really making me appreciate that you're not exaggerating with your impression of this guy.
It's funny to find it in reverse like that. Like, oh, I gotta go look up this guy now, I guess. Oh, shit. Very good.
Yeah, it's, we ain't lying. We ain't exaggerating. He's something else.
I always forget that a lot of people maybe just listen to the pod and don't have the crossover. So if you ever want us to go in deeper on anybody, you could probably find an episode about it or ask in the comments, and we will try.
Yes.
That might be a fun pod sometime. Do a Q&A from the comments.
Yeah,
we haven't done a Q&A since we like early when we it was like one of the first, maybe the first podcast we put on Patreon.
Maybe,
Sounds about white.
Yeah, we might as well do that at some point.
Yeah.
I think it's always just a decent format for a pod that we do anyway.
Yeah.
Because we're always kind of asking each other questions and like hypotheticals or stupid bullshit, or if people just want to know shit.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. Put it in the Patreon comments of this one. I know this is a regular episode. We post the regular ones on Patreon too.
Do you guys know that guy,
DM
Robert Littell?
No, who's that?
Who?
The guy,
Robert
the headline
Littell.
king. The headline king, Robert Littell.
The headline.
He's
king.
at BSO.
Oh, yeah, I do.
That guy's awesome.
The headline king.
Oh, there we
Watch
go.
Josh Jacobs' ex-girlfriend Woe Kenzie tell a story of breaking up with him after she caught him in the bed with Blasian the goddess. Miss Woe was shocked he left her milk yacht for a caramel macchiato and lied about how many kids he had. Watch ex-NBA player who blew $61 million Joe Smith walk out of interview with his wife Keisha Chavez after she took their hoax to get on a reality show too far by giving Cameron a massage and possibly playing bedgammon in a bus with Alien Baby. Did you see that Alien Baby?
Yeah.
It's like it's like Black to Tsimfuckis. Yeah, it's very weird.
Dude, I love that Tsimfuckis is still alive and just live streams football games like the Schwab now.
Yeah, he said he can't talk now.
Sports statistics head. That's sad.
Yeah, but he said something about having surgery popped up in my YouTube community thing. It's crazy he's still alive. I remember people would say he was dead in like 2008 and he wouldn't be dead, but now he's dead.
I think the last time someone said it, I just didn't check if it was true or not and believed it. And then I found him on Twitter like years later. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I saw he just died.
Yep.
Yeah, my dad just texted me to Tsimfuckis died.
I got a push notie from CNN. Tsimfuckis has passed away at the age of 24. So
yeah, unfortunately. Oh, that really sucks.
Actually, he's about my age, I think. Pretty cool.
Yeah, he was 2 back when he went viral.
He's lived long as fuck, though, for having that disease. The disorder.
Yeah, he's like Eric the actor.
Mm-hmm. Eric the actor. Sim the Fuckus.
Sim the Fuckus.
Or like Jimmy Carter. Am I right, folks?
Yeah, he outlived his bitch wife.
Yep.
No more nagging now.
The other day I was just telling my girlfriend, I'm like, it's very strange to me that somebody who was president that long ago and his wife are both still kicking and just alive. And then she died like 12 hours later.
Thank God.
Whoops.
You know what they said? He would build the Habitat for Humanity, and then she would clean it.
You hear they're making a new Rosalind Carter meal at KFC?
Oh, really? What's that containing?
2 big thighs and no breasts.
Wow.
And a couple of peanuts.
Because he's a peanut farmer. Remember, he had to sell it.
Wait. What? Hillary Clinton KFC joke.
They should make that real.
Oh, yeah, you're on a list. It's like fuck.
Oh, well, okay. We've got... It's on Snopes. There's a TMZ article that says Hillary's special is not finger-licking good.
Oh, so it's real, but it's bad.
The KFC Hillary special. 2 fat thighs, 2 small breasts, and a left wing.
Woo! How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know it's the left wing?
Here's the TMZ article. KFC is clucking pissed about an anti-Hillary Clinton button comparing her to one of their Colonel's combo meals, TMZ has learned. A blatantly insulting pin is making rounds at the RNC with the slogan, KFC Hillary special, 2 fat thighs, 2 small breasts, left wing. A KFC spokesperson tells us that they had nothing to do with the production of the button, and further, the company does not endorse any political candidate and certainly does not support offensive derogatory portrayals of any person.
Did anyone think it was them? Like, who thought that was from KFC?
Me.
They thought, like, were people going to KFC and asking for the Hillary Clinton meal? They were doing the Travis Scott burger prank, but then it became real.
I'm on Snopes now, and they had to debunk it because there was a picture, very obviously photoshopped, clicked it on the internet in 2005 of a KFC storefront with that on the sign out front.
Oh, wow. Dude.
Who's doing that in 2005?
That gives me an idea. That gives me an idea. McDonald's should have the Chris Christie meal, like the Travis Scott meal. It's like 4 McDoubles, 2 fries, a McFlurry, a drink. Oh,
2 large fries, 2 large burgers, and a fat fucking idiot.
It's like
fat fucking bridge blocking idiot who's on the beach.
You just get 1 Chris Christie meal that's $34.99.
This Snopes article is crazy. They have the Hillary Clinton joke dating back to 1993 and a bunch of different versions of it.
That makes sense.
The 1993 one, for only 99 cents, you get 2 small breasts, a couple of very large thighs, but the tax is $4.
Ooh.
That's not okay.
Wow. On food? That's interesting.
Yeah. Clicked on the internet in 1996, so 3 years later. Now is a Hillary special, no breasts, 2 huge thighs, a little bit lower effort. And then in 1994, there's a different spin on it to poke fun at another woman. Did you hear the new endorsement Tanya Harding has lined up with KFC? That's right. It's a lunch special. 2 small breasts, 2 large thighs, and get this, a club sandwich.
Oh,
she's a figure skater.
Yeah, but
she has leg muscles.
But she clubbed the woman.
She would be stringy if you ate her.
And in figure skating, you're gonna get body shamed a lot for not being like a very specific size, no matter how good you are at figure skating.
Hey,
who's mad about Tanya Harding over that? Like, I've never heard of that before.
Hey, you guys hear about the Travis Barker meal at KFC? 2 drumsticks, no breasts, some small thighs. Yeah, think of the rest. I'll be back.
And it's $1.82.
Oh, let's go. So fucking
it comes with no wings, like the plane he was on that crashed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's only popcorn chicken.
Very good. So check out the Travis Barker meal
And
at KFC.
it's drumsticks. They're
Check out
drumsticks as well.
The Lizzo meal. Yeah, the
Travis Scott meal at McDonald's.
And of course, the Hillary Clinton meal at KFC.
Mm-hmm.
Comes back every time the McRib does.
That actually originated in 1964 when she was in high school. Yeah, someone wrote it on the side of a locker. The Hillary Rodham meal at KFC.
Now I'm gonna be playing GeoGuessr and just be in Serbia on like there's gonna be an overpass of graffiti. It's gonna be like, you hear about the Hillary Clinton meal at KFC? Oh, I can't wait.
Hear about the Angela Merkel meal?
Oh, what's that?
It's at Wiener Schnitzel. It's 2 large thighs and a sausage.
No breasts.
No breasts.
Hey, did you hear about the we can keep this going forever. But one
The
you can add,
Mouchel meal.
one you can add for the future for one of them is no backbone
Oh yeah.
because it's like meat related. We'll think of some more. We might do a whole episode of these.
Yeah.
We can have
we got to brainstorm.
we should have DV on for it. DV would be in tears, fucking cackling at every single one of these. So let's admit it. And I
don't care who you are. That's funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
Check out Hillary Clinton. Check out KFC.
Check out
On
Chris
our
Chris-
Patreon.
and use code CHAPOFYM at McDonald's on your Chris Christie meal for $10 off.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Bye bye.